What is up YouTube, and welcome to this video. So if you're new to the channel, please do consider leaving a like when you leave if you enjoy the video, and also as well leaving a subscribe with notifications on if you never want to miss a video. So this is all about the Venom Infinity War theory, which is, to be honest, sounds incredibly insane, but I know it's a complete long shot. Probably may not happen, but I just want to rationalize it here for you and discuss this. So the Venom movie trailer dropped, and well, quite a few people were actually disappointed with it, mainly due to the fact there was actually no Venom. Now technically there was. We see shots of Tom Hardy, who's playing Eddie Brock, and well, we see him briefly have like red or kind of the black stuff over his face and things like that. And we also see the symbiote, so arguably Venom is, well, the symbiote, and that is the character, I guess. When it's actually kind of brought in with a human DNA, it becomes the Venom that we know and we've seen before. But the trailer is a bit uninspiring. There's not much to it. But then again, I guess this is simply just a teaser, just to show footage and the kind of way it's going. Now, obviously, Tom Hardy is playing Eddie Brock, and this was a character who actually was a journalist and then ended up actually hating Spider-Man because Spider-Man kind of whipped the rug from under him on a story he was reporting on, and Spider-Man ended up revealing who the real villain was. And well, Eddie Brock went on a spiral, a downward spiral, started hitting the gym, getting swole as hell, and well, he still actually hated Spider-Man, so this never actually worked. But Eddie Brock ended up getting the symbiote, and the symbiote, of course, the Venom Symbiote, and this is the thing which, you know, creates people like Venom. Obviously that's how it is. That's how it kind of infects you, gets on your body. And well, he actually got it after Spider-Man. Now Spider-Man ended up getting this symbiote after Secret Wars. He gained it on Battle World, and this was a story where we had basically all the major characters of the Marvel Universe actually go in and fight each other. It was actually adapted really well in the animated series, which I thought was really, really cool. And that we see everyone fight and things like that. It was really dope. It was like a precursor to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was really, really good. And we also had a recent kind of retread a couple of years ago by Marvel, which was actually really cool. I'd highly recommend checking that out because it involves Doctor Doom actually kind of saving the multiverse in some ways. But Spider-Man got this symbiote when he returned from space after Secret Wars, which I highly recommend checking out the Secret Wars storyline. It is really, really cool. Or watch the animated Spider-Man episode that I actually I mentioned. So he ended up actually getting scared of this. He came back with this iconic black suit. It was quite a big thing because obviously he's always worn his normal suit. He's worn like the red and things like that on his person, and he came back with his black suit, and it looked edgy, it looked cool, it looked absolutely amazing, until he started to realize that, well, it was slowly having some sort of autonomy around him. And well, he was starting to realize that maybe this isn't just a normal suit, it is part of an AI. He ended up actually having Mr. Fantastic look into it, and he ended up going to a church, and the bells actually kind of interfered with Venom, and it left his body, only for Eddie Brock to actually pick this up. Now, that is basically the kind of very, very shorthand version of how this came to be. Now, many of us were kind of hoping that we will see Tom Holland in that movie. So basically, in Infinity War, we have seen major shots. So Infinity War is coming out in a few months, and I'm super, super excited. But first, we've got Black Panther, which I've just been listening to the soundtrack, and it's absolutely amazing. So go and check out the Black Panther soundtrack. It's stunning. But we've got Infinity War. So after this, we do see in the trailer, we see Spidey go up into space, or it looks like at least, he's going up into space, and he's going up in this kind of weird machine thing. Not quite clear what that is, but it is the circle thing that he sees when he's riding the bus to school, and he, well, decides, I'm going to go climb that. And then he climbs it, and then he ends up going up into space. We do know that Peter Parker, Spider-Man, will be in the final battle. He will be kind of fighting Thanos alongside Iron Man. So he is going into space, more or less. So this does mean that there is a connection. So here is where the connection starts. Spider-Man is going into space. The symbiote from Secret Wars was in space. So if you put 2 and 2 together, you should really get 4, but we'll probably get 6 here, as this may not actually happen. But the fact that he may get this symbiote in some way, shape or form in this would be pretty neat. And he could get that black suit. We could see the Ultimate Spider-Man suit, kind of the sort of Iron Spider outfit, actually get destroyed, and then he has to have a new suit. Quite similar to Secret Wars. That's why he got this new suit. His suit was ripped and things like that, and he needed this brand new suit, which the symbiote allowed him to have. So we could see that just briefly in this. Now, let's move on to Venom, because we know at least we've had rumours that Tom Holland has been spotted as Peter Parker over here in the Venom movie set. Now, Venom is taking a curious place. It is made by Sony, so we're not quite clear how this will fit in with the MCU. It's just probably going to run concurrently and just run parallel. Maybe just how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does, maybe have light connections or things like that. Or possibly the idea is that Jessica Jones is more of a kind of a Daredevil, or more of a better comparison to this, because that's just how it may actually work. So let's move on to the Venom trailer, where we actually see the possible crash site of the Venom symbiote, because we do see this, and it does look very similar to the machine that Spider-Man was climbing over in the Infinity War trailers, and it does look like the Super Bowl spot and things like that. So this could be the connection here. We could see that thing land, and well, we could see another symbiote on there. And we do see an organization here actually involved as well with the possible testing of these symbiotes. These symbiotes could have actually come from this crash site. This then leads on to Venom and the rest of the movie. Now, Spider-Man could, or Peter Parker could slowly get kind of cautious of this, and we could see him lose the suit actually in the Venom movie, or we could simply see him decide that, well, he's not going to wear it anymore, he doesn't need it, or it could leave his body. And then that will go over into the Venom movie, and the rest will actually happen. Eddie Brock will actually wear this in this movie, possibly as an experiment, leading to possibly maybe the Agent Venom storyline or something like that. So we could also see the kind of other symbiotes crash on this thing, perhaps. Maybe Thanos, who has kind of traversed the universe with things to try and get all of his Infinity Stones, has a couple of the symbiotes that he's collected. Let me know in the comments. Probably not going to happen. Probably not. If it does, it'll be very light in the connections, and we'll simply have that thing crashed in the Venom movie, perhaps. But that is it for this video. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.